Ciao! Welcome back. As mentioned last week, this week I'm clearing up what we call Tier 1, which backs onto the veggie garden, because tomorrow the big day starts with harvesting. This area is what we refer to as Tier 1. Tier 1 has the gate down at the bottom there, which feeds out into Tier 2. This particular area is really for the chickens to go free, although I'll be honest, it's so damn hot. They're just staying in their coop at the minute. Tier 1 also has the veggie garden. I think you can see the hoop house over there. The fencing will need to be put up correctly, but hopefully that's when Clyde gets home. But my job will be to clear up all the cuttings left over from the olive trees, tidy up, trim, and then also this wood that's lying here needs to be cut down back to size, and so I can stack the woodshed again. Wood shack, woodshed. You know what I'm saying. My olives will need to be harvested soon, so I do have a bit of work to do out here. This area I'm going to have to tackle in the next few days because the olives are doing exceptionally well, and I will not be able to put down a net in order to harvest the olives until all of this is cleaned up. Continue stacking the wood once I've managed to go through all of these droppings, cut up what I can, trim, and the rest that is not usable will go up to the back for burning. Pile of wood will need to get sorted and stacked. Going to clear up all of these cuttings. I've started making piles. That one is for shredding. That pile's to go to the back for burning. That wood needs the chainsaw so that I can cut it up into manageable pieces. I'm just making my way down slowly. I'm going to do sections at a time, so I'll be doing these 2 rows all the way down to the end and then make my way up that way. I still have an area there and about 10 trees still to clear. That all has to get done before Wednesday, in fact by Tuesday, because Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will start harvesting my olives. They're looking absolutely gorgeous. And Batman has notified me that he will not have time to do any of this, as we need to get the 20 panels up on the roof and hooked up to the new inverters and have a good few days before he leaves to make sure that everything is running according to the way it should, as he won't be back till mid-December. You might notice there's a bit of a mess here. I've spent most of yesterday cleaning up around all of the olive trees. Alright, we're going to clear up all the droppings I made in the veggie garden. So that I can send Nico free to mow the grass. Tomorrow, the big day starts with harvesting, And there's no ways I can lay my nets around the trees to harvest because of all the debris. Done quite a bit on and off for the last couple of weeks, knowing that this day is coming. I did clear the pile of wood that was over here, and I'm just slowly making my way down to the back end. I cleaned up around the chicken coop, as you remember. These piles here are the straightest pieces that I can find, which I will then shred and turn it into wood chip. I will use in the vegetable garden. I have been busy this morning for a good few hours. I was just a complete nincompoop and forgot to put all the camera and microphone on charge. So you've missed out on that action this morning. I have done a few trips out to the back where I'm collecting all of the stuff that I need to still burn. I have a couple of trees around here that still need to be chopped away, and a couple of big piles of wood that I'll be getting the chainsaw out. I've already started loading up the tractor, ready to go out back, and I will carry on making my way around here. Time is not on my side. It is now Tuesday, 10 to 1, and I will need to stop at about 3:15 because that's when the animals need to get fed. And then I need to move into the kitchen because I prepped all of those peppers that I picked, and they're going to need pickling. So I'll get started. You can watch for a while, and then I think I won't bore you too much. These ones that have quite thick stalks, I can put through the shredder. Alright, I didn't take much more film. It's now 3:30, and I have about an hour before the sun goes down. I didn't get as much as I really would have liked to have gotten done. These two branches here, I'll need to get the chainsaw. I have cleared along there by the fence, raked up most of the leaves. I haven't cleared that tree, but I honestly can see there's no olives on there. That one, however, I will have to try and get to. I can see there's lots of olives. So I'll get up super early in the morning and get that done. I also never got this area done. There's no olives on this tree here, nor on that tree. So that's not an issue at all. This one doesn't have many, but it's just a few branches to pull away. Bit disappointed, but obviously it took a hell of a lot longer than I even thought it would. Not even sure if you can really see the result. It's quite dark. But that whole area there has been done. I think the chickens will have a better place to play in now. That tree only has a few olives down at the bottom. See there. So that won't be an issue. I don't need to get a net around there. Those big pieces there, I'll need to get the chainsaw out. Alright guys, See you in the morning. To use the chainsaw, I do remember Clive telling me to fill it with oil before I use it. Not done this before, and I made a complete idiot of myself because I never RTB, refer to boss, when I filled the generator the other day. So I'm thinking it's this oil, which I did fill the generator with, and I believe that should be for the chainsaw. Actually, it has a chainsaw on it. How stupid, I must have been half asleep. I can only think it's this area here that I need to put the oil in because I can't find anywhere else. But I'm going to refer to boss before I do something stupid again. I've just had confirmation that I am right. So let's give this a whirl. No dipsticky thing. All right. I'm told it doesn't need a lot. So guess it needs a bit more than that. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. All right. Oops. Let's see if we can job this. Why doesn't it have a dippy thingy on it? Quite a neat little thingy that though. All right. It really does feel like I'm on the homeward stretch. I've got halfway around that tree up to here. So in other words, this section to do. I will show you here just now. But right now, after I've filled this puppy with oil, I'm going to chop this up for a fireplace I don't have, but I'm hoping one of these fine days I will get one soon. I know that's a big one, but it'll be fine for a barbecue. I know I say I'm stacking for a wood-burning stove, some are for barbecue, but the wood-burning stove is really what I'm hoping for. Although I did a lot of research last year, we never got one then. So if any of you have any recommendations or suggestions as to which one I should get, please drop a comment below. So you can see the pathways I've taken with the tractor. I'd like to take a snipping of this tree. They call it a common plum. The tiny little baby ones. They are absolutely lovely, but I only have one of those trees. This is tier 2, and I still have a lot of clearing up to do. That's my winter job. It'll keep me busy for a couple of months. All right, come on, let's go this way. So all the stuff in the back of the tractor, I have now started dumping over here. Great wall of wood for burning. Just when you think it's done, it's not. I ran out of space down there, so I've continued up here. When Clive is home, I'm hoping to get a wind-free day to get this whole lot burnt. So when I do start clearing up tier 2, I'll have somewhere to put the next lot. Yeah, there's a lot. Got the fence running along that side, which I still need to finish tightening up with wire. But I did see the other day, about 3 years ago, when I started clearing up and rebuilding this wall here, I threw cacti on the top, hoping to make a fence, because we're not going to do a fence along here. So I put a couple of yuccas, threw a lot of the stones up, and I just literally threw leaves of the cacti, prickly pears. And look how well they've grown. I don't water. Hopefully it'll become like a barbed wire fence. It's mainly to keep my dog in, because she likes to jump over that wall and go visiting elsewhere. Oh boy. Lucky for me, the harsh prune on the olive trees only happens every 4 years. And as I'm on my own, it's going to take nearly a year for me to clear this up. In other words, hopefully I'll get it done before February. That'll be a year. Some of my trees up here do have some nice olives, but there's really not enough to justify cleaning up to put the net around. So what I will do is just bring a bucket up here and just take them off by hand rather than using the fingers. You might remember where we actually tried to grow butternut and melon. I think it was last year before. Didn't really work so well. Just to give you an idea of where we are on the property. That's an almond tree. This is where I planted strawberries and asparagus. Asparagus never came up, but the strawberries are hanging in there. Potato bed that Clive built, which I still need to plant the new lot of potatoes in. And then we're coming down to where we have the compost, which is also in desperate need of attention. I'm hoping I might find some nice compost in there to go into my cucumber bed, which I'm going to turn into beetroot and garlic bed. I better hurry up, a bit late. And then these 3 will need to be tossed and watered. Such an amateur with my shadow. I'll be taking the rest of that soil out over there and then slowly start tossing from there, from the bins, and watering, and then I will cover with plastic so it hopefully will actually turn into compost a lot quicker. This prickly pear here, I will cut up into pieces and throw on my living wall. Finish doing this area here, and then make my way through this area down to here. So you get a gist of where we are. It's the green gate. These big ones will need to be cut down with a chainsaw. And then this area will be done. Has taken me a long time. That is the wood pile from the last hard prune we did. I have literally this area here. So I've been chopping up and preparing my piles. It may not look professional, but I don't think we had a prepper's badge back when I was in Girl Guides 100 years ago. I've tried my best. It's not fallen over. but I think it'll do the job. Here is now full, apart from this area here, but by the time I've actually cut all of that up, it will definitely be full. Big job, but I'm very glad I've got it done. My chickens will be happy. They've got a lot bigger area to roam. And hopefully Clive is as pleased with the hard work as I am.
Morning. First day back in Italy. We're now going to do damage control. See what Mandy's broken on this trip away.
That's just rude.
Wow. I thought you said you were finished here. What have you been doing the last 3 weeks?
Lying in my yacht.
Good job. Just that little section to do. Sure. So this place was a mess. Wow. Good job. Hey?
I know.
Sure.
Did sort of break through.
Yeah. Oh, we can actually use the driveway again to get to the back.
Straight point, yeah.
Wow. Huge difference. Well done.
Fences.
The reason it took a lot longer than you anticipated is because you need to work faster.
I'm an old woman.
The firewood pile's looking good for the fireplace we don't have. I have it on good authority that if I get a fireplace and wine, clothes will come off. So that's motivation. The last section to clear up in tier 1.
Oh.
Making progress. Still got that pile of wood to process. Should be dry now. It's been standing there for about 3-4 years. Lots of firewood. More to come. But I've been promised that if I put a fireplace in, Mandy will get naked.
I didn't say that.
The gringo said if you put a fireplace in and have wine, clothes will come off. And you said yes.
Well, thanks for watching. I hope you're not as exhausted as I am. I think I've done an okay job. It's taken me a good few hours, but success apart from this area, but that doesn't need to be cleared. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Ciao.